These are based off of teams only. So, like, we're not taking any player skill into this, because then it's just like, we have no idea how to rank new players and everything like that. And these are just fun. Say it. Go.
I was gonna say the problem with us ranking player skill in consideration with the team is that it will make shit way more different. It would make it so difficult to do.
We
would, instead of just ranking the team, we would say, all right, this team is broken, not because it's good, but because the player cannot exploit the weaknesses. Like stuff like that would make it overall harder to rank. So we just decided to not do
Select,
that.
can you hear Dact when he's talking?
We're just gonna...
I think Slack may have the stream at minimum volume. So you can't hear Dact when he's talking?
Damn.
Right,
My voice is low. You cannot hear me? I'm sorry, my dude. My voice is just
okay,
different.
How about now? Can you hear him and the music fine?
Bro,
Again?
yeah, if this was rated on skill, Love would easily be
Everyone is
number
saying
one.
I can hear him, but the
Unfortunate,
guy that said I cannot hear him. It's
Right, I think we're
that
good.
true.
Okay.
True.
I turned it all
We
up.
don't need that.
Alright.
We don't need that.
You
Yeah,
don't
we
hear
don't need
music.
You guys can serve, but you know.
Maybe.
Also, thank all you for viewing. Yes. Alright, we're gonna start. We're starting with D, quote-unquote, 4. I call it D Psych Up. It's PU.
Best division, to be honest. But
Best
alright.
divisions, yeah, I agree. Alright,
Yeah,
we're gonna
best
start
division.
with number
Yeah.
16.
Okay, alright.
We're gonna... Ooh.
This is,
D 2.5?
It's
No,
like-
it's 4.
So,
opposite
and look, it looks
popularity,
really nice.
so, I mean,
But
you're gonna be
Chibi.
the first person and the last person, like, I mean, that's tough. It's
So,
gonna be
Chibi-
unfortunate
oh,
to
yeah,
see your
no,
name
I-
here if you're in this, but, like, get better. Cry about it. Alright, we're
Got
good.
an idea.
Uh,
Okay, so we have Shibi's team at number 16.
Alright, Frost, you can start us off here.
Frost, you can start us off.
You were
on why
like...
this team is kind of wide.
Why? Okay, first off, your fastest mon's Blacephalon at 107.
Okay.
Second off,
Alright.
you have Manetric on the team. In general, that's a problem, but also, it's your second fastest mon. Your two fastest mons are, like, frail as hell.
Why is that a
Alright, to add
problem?
on to this, I don't want to get too into this, but the draft order, you can definitely say it's a little weird. I love the monkey, right? But pick one, like, maybe not that early. Other
So
things we
technically-
got going on here. Hazard stacking. It's
Only
okay.
real-
It's not that good. It's really bad.
Only real
actually.
hazards is
Donphin
Donphin.
Donphin is your only rocker. A Marini is your only toxic spiker. I don't know how often you're bringing Marini. Maybe you know something else, but if it was me, I would not be bringing it that often.
I wouldn't be bringing it every week. It's your only water type as well. I mean...
This
that's a
team
little
hates Scald, by the way.
iffy.
This team hates Scald. This team,
This team
cannot
also
kick
hates
Scald.
knockoff.
That too.
It
Yeah.
This
really
team-
hates knockoff.
And the thing is that the team just gets completely shit on by Edgequake. Like,
Wait, no
completely.
Mega? Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a Mega.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
think
no
it's
Mega
Mega
is
main.
not.
It doesn't really matter.
Thing is, no Mega is not as bad. Depending on the team, but just this team doesn't make sense at all. So it's just terrible anyway.
Yeah, I don't... It doesn't have Mega main, right? I'm not wrong on this.
Does
right?
not have Mega Main. It's not Mega Main.
It does not have Mega main. Okay, yeah, Megas are essential, but I feel like Mega main would have been way better than normal main on this team.
It's really just for me. These speed tiers are pretty bad. Blacephalon being your fastest mon is really not that good, and it's basically going from Blacephalon to Salamence because I don't think you're bringing Manetric that often here. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no.
love what you try to do here. I did the same thing with Lele Darmzy last season, and there's a reason I got play 16.
It's really
As
got
well.
places.
But you just gotta prove us wrong, honestly. That's
Lolzy
really all it is.
said
Alright.
something interesting. It's got a makeshift regen core that doesn't
Okay,
take it that much.
The problem with this team as well is that the only really existent hazard setter is Donphan, and if you guys know, Donphan can do so much for a team if positioned right. But this team just will always force you to spin rocks, which is not the worst, but it's just why.
Yeah.
Why do you do Donphan like that? It's not funny.
All right,
You know?
I think we move on to the next team.
Yep.
Alright, we can go to the
Okay,
next.
number 15.
We shall this team enough.
Oh, God damn it.
Alright.
Spice.
Alright, Minnie, can you talk about this team real quick?
Mini.
I can win stream updates. Alright, there we go. So, there's a few issues here. I'll just point out the obvious first. Your only dark type is Leopard, which is definitely not great. I would not want to have only Leopard as my dark type, but not only that, your only ground type is Marowak, which is also not great.
Ooh.
Your hazard stacking and removal support is actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then the speed tiers aren't bad, but they definitely could be better. Going from like Crobat to Neoligo, because honestly, I don't know how often Leopard is really showing up.
Leopard's an unmon, honestly.
Leopard does not count as a speed tier.
I also think that this team doesn't have enough removal for Charizard X.
It does not. Because the problem is that Crobat itself does not like running Defog that much, so the only real removal is Scizor. And Scizor wants to do way more than just run Defog. Scizor wants to like run the SD sets, wants to run Banded. Some cases even run Scarf versus Lele matchups, for example. So the fact that your only realistic removal is a Scizor is really bad on this team.
Yeah. Unless it's saying
On top
Blue
of
is
that-
a very solid electric check.
It's
I mean, yeah, it is. Blue's
It's a
not
pretty
a bad
solid
electric check.
It's not
But the
awful.
problem is that if it is the only one, it's a problem. I mean, Bad can defog, but it does not want to.
That can
There-
definitely
and
fail.
then-
it can easily be bought.
Added to
But
the
still,
fact that
it's
his
like-
team is...
It has other sets, but it's not too bad.
It has other sets, but the
Um,
problem is, like,
I like
even
its,
then,
what
only
I
two.
will say about it is I like its offense. Its offense is actually pretty solid.
Zera's
but
are scary. And
There's there's definitely big gaps, especially with psychic spam being really huge, and then I will say this that Zera Aura helps a lot with dealing with electric like Volt Spam, but still I feel like I'd have like a slightly better ground than Marowak maybe.
And I agree. Yeah, this team would much rather prefer a spinner, actually. Yeah. Like, this team with a spinner would actually be solid. Because if it had another spinner, then Scizor could do what it wants. Then
Yes, we are starting with
Crobat would not
D4.
have to run defog either. And then at the same time, Zarb would be able to just come in freely because it doesn't have to worry that much about like hazards. And the problem is that
Oh, yeah, keep going.
I was gonna say, if you guys ask, why is it being like no hazard removal that bad? Because the team is so extremely weak to rock on top of it. The team is very weak to rock. So
Yeah.
everything but one mon is taking 12% or more. So yeah, it's not great. Alright.
Also, for anyone wondering, it's gonna go D4, D3, D2, and then D1.
D1, yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Move on to number 14. Homeboy Ryan.
All right, Dak, you can start us off this time. I mean, go for it.
So first off, the Latios pick is okay. So I like Latios, all right. I really like Latios, but I even have to say, pick 9 Latios round 1 is a bit of an overpick. Like Latios is really good, don't get me wrong, but the early is a bit of an overpick.
Yeah.
Then he sees Amon, right? So he's drafting, right? And his brain goes, yo, let's nerf the dragon spam on my main mod, which makes near 0 sense on this build.
Oh,
So he
weird.
grabbed Latios and then nerfed Latios.
He started it all. Yeah, he started the whole Tapu Fini
He
Latios
started it.
trend.
He started it. So his main breaker is already nerfed. Then he grabs Moam, which is not bad, but then when you see later on this team, it can become a bit of weird. Then he grabs Cinderace. Cinderace is fine. Let's see, this team needed the bulk, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Bijo, nice. Umbreon, like, it's fine, but that starting core is just so not good.
It's so bad.
I don't want to criticize Mons here. Personally, I definitely don't like using Melmetal that much in draft, but it's not even a bad mon. It's just me. I'm not gonna like go ahead and hate on that. Cinderace here actually helps this team a lot. I love the Cinderace pick on this. Mega Beedrill is fine as well. The defense though, I feel like for this team, like they're a bit too passive. Umbreon, Blissey, also both being weak to fighting, which is kind of weird, but Renorigus can kind of helps that out a bit. Thundy Eye, actually, I love Thundy Eye on this team for like the prankster support and his fast, but I mean Umbreon, Blissey is great, but I don't know. I feel like you could have gotten something better than Umbreon on this.
Okay, let me clarify something about the Latios Fini. The problem is not only that was Latios Fini, is that considering what was on the board, it was not a good pickup. Both Latios and Fini were over picks. Both of them.
Yeah.
And they have not that much synergy in the first place, so it makes not that much sense. Also, 85 to 110 speed gap is, yeah, it's horrendous.
It's pretty iffy.
Base 100s turning free is like one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah.
The meta pushes that speed tier to be so overcrowded, so allowing base 100s to be able whatever they want in terms of speed is very bad. You want to force speed on those mons.
Yeah, and there's too many mons that are good there. Also, his defoggers really don't like his only real. Ooh, okay, 13th DD.
Oh, we're going.
What? What?
His only defogger is Finny, really.
Yeah. I'll mention that real quick. Oh no, that's the wrong team actually. Never mind. Okay. DD.
DD. Oh
sure.
God. DD, this is not your best work, my friend.
Now, there's a few issues here. One being that you are actually very rock weak, and your defoggers are Thundy T and Pidgeot Mega, and then you have another spinner which is Cloyster. All of those mons don't want to be forced into running defog/spin in the matchup, but I mean you're gonna have to bring like one of them's gonna have to be every week. Fat Thundy T is gonna be a set you're gonna be bringing a lot, but yeah, Darm, Cloyster, Mega Pidgeot, which can't even run boots, and then Thundy T. It's just not the best removal in my opinion, and could have definitely done better there.
All three of the mons don't always run it.
I definitely like the hazard stack on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say not only rocks is this team, just hazard stack as a whole eats this team.
Yeah,
this removal is so bad, and then look at T-Spike versus this. T-Spike puts so much pressure on this build. Don't get me wrong, Rosalia's a fine grounded poison, but on this team, I just don't see it coming that much.
Me either. It's just there's too many other things you kind of have to bring. Although I will say the first 3 picks are pretty solid picks.
Yeah, I like that there. Zygarde Clefable is obviously never gonna be a bad thing, but
no.
Yeah, it's not a bad set.
I just feel like after that, some different work could have been done here.
Yeah, I think mainly that removal of rock weakness is gonna be the biggest thing here.
Yeah, if Pidgeot's your best defogger, then that's like
just not good. First 3 are amazing, yeah, and then everything after that. I mean, Zaru's even good here, but like, there's some
wouldn't even call Metagross.
I wouldn't get
amazing,
but I'm not a Metagross supporter. I know there's people who love Metagross.
It's also like round 3 Metagross, which is a overpick.
No, the hazard issue is really bad. It's like being so exploitable to hazards is gonna be really hard. Yeah, Endless is saying it right. He's definitely gonna need to keep pressure.
As soon as this team gives a free turn in front of a setter, this team is gonna hate it. It's gonna absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get a rocker that beats the removal or something that pressures a lot on this team, then
we're not shitting on Mega Bird. We're saying it's not a good defogger.
Mega Bird is goated, but as a defogger on this team, it does not
good. It's a good Pokemon.
I needed to get Metagross. I respect it, but like the build is still like
it's still a little weird. Steals were going very quick.
I still think you could have hauled off the Metagross.
I don't know. I feel like even Copperajah may have been a little better.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anything else about this team?
I think it's
I think we're good here.
Right.
A few transactions, this team could just be amazing. It still can work out very well how it is.
All right. 12. Nymphia.
Okay.
All right. This is a very interesting team here. Manny, you want to start us off?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So when I first saw this team, I was like, "Wow, this team is probably like top 4." Like I was looking at it. This is great. Sand Drill with Mew Mega Arrow is just super nice at first glance. When you start actually looking at the team, you see a lot more flaws.
Copper's
I don't
better.
really want to bring up the speed gap too much, but outside of Sand, you have 150 Mega Aerodactyl straight to Mew.
Yeah, he just didn't round
definitely
3
not a good
meta.
You really could have used more
Copper is
speed tiers
such a
here.
nice Pokemon. Y'all are underrating it.
I mean,
Outside
no,
of Sand, you're not doing it. Also, the
Mew
abuse
Mega
for,
Arrow, how
110
original.
or not 110 mons, but like 115 mons, stuff like that. Like
At least it's
running
not
like,
Mew
you
Mega
say
Arrow
it's gonna be
Sweet
really
Hero.
bad.
Right. Like, you see this team at the start. You see this team at the start. It looks so fucking good, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
then-
see Mega Arrow, Mew, Sand, Kyurem, and you're like, damn, that is strong. Then you keep looking into it, and you're like, alright, the water resist is Vileplume and Kyurem. Alright, Vileplume is nerfed on this team.
Yeah.
Its base cap is Mew, basically. And it just keeps, like it starts strong, and then the more you look at it, it gets, like, you start pushing it down and down.
We didn't even mention that the team just doesn't even have a water type, which, in my opinion,
is true.
definitely not something
yeah.
you want to be doing in
That's
Draft League.
very bad. And it's only 2 defoggers. Don't want to run defog every game.
Also, the fire resist is Kyurem, Mega Arrow, and I guess Snorlax can help. Wait, no, Kyurem is not fire resist. Fuck,
Kyurem's
I'm
not
wrong.
fire
It's
resist.
Mega Arrow and Snorlax. It's Mega Arrow and Snorlax.
Yeah.
I don't think fire
I don't think-
is too big.
I don't think it's
I
too
think the
big of an
speed
issue.
tier nature abuse sucks.
Yeah.
You're relying on Drill a lot in this team, in my opinion, which is, I mean, I feel like you definitely don't want to rely on Drill
This
that
team
much, as
relies
good
on
as it
drill
is.
removal
Jake,
so
wait,
much.
Jake, spoilers, there's also a D3 weather team with shit speed tiers that loses the
Like-
instant weather is gone.
Yeah, the only real resist is Arrow.
Yeah,
like,
the only real
Drill
resist-
is Arrow and Lex. Like, Drill is not even about removal, but it's it being the only real removal on this team is kind of sucks.
Oh,
sometimes.
also, I feel like with this team, it would also appreciate a momentum, especially with its only real momentum being Mew. Volt Switch Vicavolt's fine, but there's a lot of times where, Volt Switch
It
spamming
also-
isn't going to work
Basically,
out because you have
Team
ground
also
types.
has no
This
dark
team-
type.
Really consistent momentum
Yeah,
is
this team
literally
also
the
has
Mew.
a dark type. Like, this team needs you to outplay the opponent like most of the game.
And I feel like just
Which is
general,
not easy.
overall, generally as a draft, there's some moves you'd like more often. Like, for example, Mew being the only knockoffer, it's not the best thing. You definitely could use more knockers.
Yeah.
Like,
Momentum
Mew
is
is great.
Hazards is
But-
fine here. Yeah, there's.
The thing is, this team forces Mew to be fat knock pivot Mew every single game. After watching how week 1 went with this team, I'm like, this team literally forces Mew to be fat pivot with knockoff for
Jake,
every game.
Jake
There's no other way around
says,
it.
as a Mew
Oh,
lover, this
right.
team
I
does
actually
not
didn't-
support
forgot to notice
Mew.
that too.
I agree.
Yeah, I said it doesn't have a water type. It also doesn't have a dark type. I mean, this is just
Yeah.
like some
Yeah.
core draft stuff, which is just not something
Just-
you want to do.
Like, this team
Definitely
needs
a
to go
few
back to basics.
transactions. A few transactions
the-
could make this team really good.
Like, if they drop like Snorlax, actually no, this team.
Even
I
Snorlax
don't-
would
I don't
be
know how
better.
you-
There's a
I
few
don't know.
changes could make this team better.
You would definitely
I
have to
don't
look
like-
into things.
Yeah.
Alright. Next team, number 11, Catfin.
All right, Frost, you can start us off this time.
Okay, so in my opinion, this team is like super weak to Edgequake, Gliscor being the only real answer to it. I guess no, Volcanion's not even an answer.
Skarmory, Gliscor, I don't think it's too big a deal here.
But Florges being your fairy is just bad.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't think
Definitely
that's.
not my
an
favorite
has
fairy,
G-King.
but that's not
Not
my-
an issue at
Yeah.
draft-wise.
I mean, like, it's definitely
Okay.
not an awful
Sir.
team.
Except GG King can carry a lot of teams, but this
Yeah.
team it cannot carry hard enough.
I think with the speed
Also,
tiers, I
Florges
don't
is
like
fine.
them too much. I'm not gonna bring up Drakloak, but Weevil
Yeah,
is
Drakloak
great,
we don't
but
bring up.
Breakers overall, I mean, Weevil, Tarak, and Volcanion, they can definitely do their job. I don't know. I feel like I'd want something else there.
Mm-hmm.
Weevil Tarak. I just don't think that's enough. And they're not. Tarak's actually bulkier than you think, so I'm not gonna criticize Tarak that much.
Okay, like
Its
Florges
removal
is doable. It's
really
just not the best
Headers are
anymore.
good.
I gotta go to something better.
I actually like Zerina there too, but
Yeah, I mean,
I
like,
mean, yeah, so you know it works because it's spin.
yeah, I mean, having the spinner alone is just really, really nice, and having so much
Florges just
ample
does the
defog
job.
support.
Florges does the job. It's not the worst, but it's not great either. It's
I'm
just
seeing
you
an
pay
ad
what you
Florges
get.
is bad. What do you mean?
I'm seeing an ad on
Biggs?
Rusty's stream, bro.
Huh?
No, the thing is,
Oh, you're seeing
I'm
an
seeing a
ad?
South Park ad. What the heck?
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if I can turn off ads. Oh, I can give
No,
you a
it's-
break from ads. I'll give you all a break from ads.
Nice ad break. Nice ad
No,
Give
no,
an
no,
ad
no, no,
break.
no. Snooze.
Nice ad
Oh, I can
break.
only snooze ad for 5
Oh.
minutes.
all right. I mean,
So
Alright,
no, that's
but
not
anyways.
happening apparently.
uh,
This man thinks Florges is good.
Serp, talk to him. Serp, talk to him.
Serp!
All right.
Oh, let's move on. Okay, number
Yeah.
10, Raysai. Is that how you say it? Raysai? Raysai?
Rice, yeah.
Right side.
One of the
No,
two.
right. I
Crazy.
don't know.
Something like that. So the start of this team is really solid.
Yep.
Mega Assist, Necros might have been a bit of overpick around 2, but like when it's fine, it's good. So you got Mega Assist, Necrozma, Hydra, Keldeo. That's a really strong start. You got a good fairy and a possible ground of poison, and you got Tifa. Like, it's a good team. It's just a good team. It's just a clean draft.
Yeah.
The speed tiers
most of these
are
drafts are gonna be good. I mean, most of
Yeah.
these drafts are coming up are gonna be good. I love this team.
Yeah.
I
Anything
don't have
11
a
and
lot of
on are
criticism
not
about it.
bad at all.
Empoleon's a mod that I'm not a big fan of, but on this draft, it's like so fine. You have another water and you have another
good.
steal. It's not forced to do like any role. It's
Holy
going to be a good backup
defog.
rocker and defogger. Although I don't know
There's
that
so
you're
many
even worried about
defoggers.
defog in this. With all the removal you have.
Might as well not even run hazards. Oh, I think
the
the
thing
taunt
is,
users are pretty
fine.
nice, honestly.
I think they could be better, but I think they're fine.
like my biggest problem with this team is that both beam
Racing.
just nukes it.
Feisty.
Like it's weak to
Ricey?
come on core and bolt beam.
We're on
which
D4.
is, like-
We're starting
It's
with
like, what's his-
D4.
Like realistically, what's his bolt beam switching? It's like Lickitung and Necrozma and Zizar. Like that's how you deal with it.
A best div.
I will say, one
Like both.
small criticism I have about this team is like offensive pressure. I'm not seeing a lot of mons like first off standing out that are just like, oh, this thing ruins my team. But like as a draft
Yeah.
overall, like you can, it's just everything is like super solid, which isn't a
Everything
bad
is
thing.
nice.
It's just something you
This-
notice.
The immediate power on this team is basically hate Keldeo Hydreigon, which is not bad, but it's not the best.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think this team is very good.
It's
Is it-
super solid all in all.
Super
It's solid. It's
I'm not
solid.
gonna disrespect it.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn nice.
I think we can move on. I don't
I think
think
we can.
Yeah.
I have much else to say.
All right, 9th, Hyoji.
The Zamasanda team.
What's my Discord? You know my Discord, Frosty.
So there's definitely a few issues with this team, but first I want to point out the good things. Zamazinta C Rillaboom is classic. It's really solid. Togekiss definitely helps out here too. Mega Blastoise, unironically, actually loves the Grassy Surge support too.
Yeah.
The defense, Gligar, Chansey. I don't like that they both are forced to run. They're both Eviolite mons, but
Yeah,
that's just personally me. I don't know if I'm gonna
and they're also the
how
only
to feel about that because I've never like done anything like that. Latias is really good for this team. I love
It's
that.
amazing.
I'm gonna criticize the speed tiers a bit because you do go from Latias to base 85. Rillaboom having Grassy Clyde priority,
Helps
so
a
it's like
little bit,
not
yeah.
as like noticeable, but it's still definitely
Although, when is Latias running a lot of speed?
there. It easily can. There's definitely matchups where it doesn't run the speed,
Yeah.
but it is a base 110 mon, so still.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
base 110, pretty nice. And then, down to 85, the Rillaboom does save this team quite a
And
bit.
I mean, yeah,
and
like
so does
Endless just
Zamazenta.
said, like with Aleki. I also am not a big fan of Aleki either, but I didn't even have to mention it. It's just like a solid mon in the back that I
Mega
think it's fine. It's
Blastoise
not like
Terrain
forced to do
Pulse
anything
with
right.
Grassy Surge.
Rillaboom Aleki's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Terrain Pulse does go nutty. This is pretty good. And this definitely...
I wasn't gonna bring up the Terrain Pulse. I didn't wanna reveal his tech in a
Yeah,
match.
don't reveal his tech, guys.
Because people forget about that a lot.
Zama is the best knock-in switch ever. That's absolutely correct.
Sama is probably the best knock switching in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. It takes like 2%.
I would debate it takes 0.5, but you know, yeah.
0.5, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a super solid team.
Pretty
I
good
still
team.
think the speed tier gap from 110 to 85 is not. It can still be improved on. But
it really can. Yeah.
it's not that.
I also think
I like
hazards can be improved on quite a bit. Alright, so I'm ready to move on to 8.
Yeah, I think so.
8, Amarillo. Hope I
Hey,
said that right. Probably did
let's
not.
go, Dax. You can start this one.
Alright, so I just really like this team. I'm not gonna lie. There's 3 mon start.
Rainbow, there are
of
other better teams,
Coco,
honestly.
Tran, Mega Chomp
Because see the
is
stuff coming
really
up, yeah.
strong. Then he grabs Blastoise round 4, which is fine at Bulky Water. This team appreciates it, but then he grabs Cobalion. And
wait, what? What did you say?
he grabbed
I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have, but I don't dislike Cobalion on this team. It helps with
Billion's
speed
not
tiers a
that bad at
bit.
all.
I mean, yeah, but round 5.
Oh, well. My main thing, I also think round 4 Blastoise is a little weird. I don't
Weird.
think I would be going with like
Coco Chomp is
on this
goated.
team the offensive Blastoise, but actually, wait. I just said it last. I literally just said it last time. Since Kron said it in the trash, the Terrain Pulse Cell Smash Blastoise actually is pretty tough on this. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, it is. Yeah, outside of the top 3, this team feels all over the place. Like Blastoise, Cobalion is like, alright. Aesop I like, but I don't know too much about it on this team. Then Tangrowth, P2, Slowbro looks like it's gonna be the backbone of this team, realistically. And then Camera and Slacking are just the 2 mons that are
Those
there
are
for
the most
filler.
random picks.
He doesn't. This team does not need a Wish mon. Look at how much regen it has. It has G-Bro and Tangrowth.
There's one thing I'd add to this, which is definitely not a complaint to the team at all, is I love that he has P2 Slowbro Galar. I mean, I just feel like a great Trick Room abuser with those mods would just be a super nice addition on this. That's just me. I don't think it's a bad thing about the team at all. It's fine.
Yeah.
The speed tiers are actually really solid.
Speed tiers are amazing in my opinion.
I think people also always forget that Mega Chomp doesn't need to Mega Evolve, so that it is still can be above a base 100.
Yeah.
It's super. It's a nice team.
Okay, so referring to chat, well, no Wish is something. It's not that big of a deal, but the more so of a problem is no Cleric. No Cleric is pretty bad.
Yeah, no Cleric.
Yeah, I always make sure to get like a heal bell or a aromatherapy user, because that's definitely something people will notice when prepping against you. But it's you can play around it.
Those G-Bro should probably be switched for Cleric, since with Coco Tran, you might not be inclined to bring it. Yeah, the ground weakness would start to stack up, and I think Coco Tran comes like almost every game.
I mean, I'd bring it like almost every game.
I'd bring it every game, honestly. Right. Move on to number 7.
Sure.
Blaze.
Oh, I love this team, dude.
I love this team. It's pretty good. It supports Mega Gallade pretty well.
So, first off, the speed tiers are really nice, actually.
They're
I think.
very nice.
No, yeah, no.
How does this beat 9s?
So hazards, you have Toxic Spikes with Toxapex, which is great.
Yep, that's amazing.
You only have 2 rockers, but they're both super solid rockers, so I don't think it's an issue at all here. I love how this team, unlike I think there was another team where I criticized this, but I love that this team actually does support Mega Lade really well. Spectre is never going to be a bad addition to the mon. I know people love doing Spectre and Mega Lade. Actually, I've seen it a lot. One thing I will say.
Good morning, Ryan.
I feel like maybe it could use one more defogger. I definitely wasn't complaining about this because Lando T and Moltres are both really solid defoggers. But yeah, that's really it. I
Very
think
much.
it's good.
It's
Fairy
pretty
being
good.
Scramble is not something I'm going to complain about because I've never used Scramble.
Another thing about this team is that about those two being defoggers, this team doesn't even need to bring defog every week because boot spam on this team is not even the worst thing in the world. This team can very fine do boot spam.
And
it has a fine knockout switch and impact angle aid, so...
Yep.
This team's very solid. Alright, we ready to move on to 6, then? Did we say enough?
Sure.
I believe so.
6, sir.
Alright, Jack, you can take it away on this one.
Dio Edgy is cool.
It is cool.
It is very cool, I'll agree with that.
Also, Lop and Mandy is cool. Alright.
That's all you Amazing
I
stuff.
will say here, Hazards, Swampert is a great rocker, don't get me wrong, and Dio Speed is also an amazing hazard setter, but with this being Nasty Plot allowed Dio Speed, I don't know how. I think you're definitely still going to be running hazard sets a lot, but there's definitely going to be a lot of matches where you're like, no, I'm not bringing hazards here because the Nasty Plot Dio Speed is too sick.
Too good.
His defog support, it's great. It's actually
Pretty
fine.
good.
Comfy Mandy.
Yeah.
Mr. Rhyme the Legend. Yeah, it's fine.
Charizard's there. You know.
How's it 6th? Select, because a lot of teams are broken.
There are 5 teams
I love the
better
speed
than
tiers
it.
here too. Raikou, is not a mon I like drafting too much, but it really complements this team.
It does a lot, yeah. Also, it's a really good momentum.
Yeah, this team has good momentum. This team has good momentum. Especially like Mandy pivoting here. Mandy pivoting on this team looks so fucking good. Mandy and pivoting especially, actually. Those two pivots are really good on this team. My biggest...
super down with the Comfy on this team too. I love Comfy.
Yeah. One thing I don't like about this team though is that no grounded poison.
Yeah, that's a little iffy.
But its removal is not the worst.
It's definitely something you're gonna have to be aware of and prep.
It's gonna, I mean, he has solid clerics and good removal, so he can go around it.
Mandy is one of those mons that covers all.
Yeah, Mandy covers a lot of mana removal. Also, yes, the drawings are cool.
Right, we ready to move on to 5?
Yeah, we can move.
Yep.
You're a solid team.
Wombat.
Alright, so this is the amazing offense. So you got Urshifu single,
Jake,
Gengar, and Mega Guard, which is really nice. And then defensively, it's actually not bad either. Rotom Mo, Vape, and Selly are super solid.
Oh, yeah,
what I will say is the speed tiers are definitely not something I like a lot about
your
this team.
fastest mon being Ambipom is
Ambipom's your fastest mon, which the speed itself isn't bad, but it's just Ambipom.
It's Ambipom.
Gengar.
Dark / Ghost Spam, yeah.
Gengar's great here, but yeah, I just think it could be a little faster.
I
Base
removed your
130 would help
message,
it a lot.
Carkol goated.
One thing I also have to say is Hazards
could
be better.
Yeah, that's what we're
gonna. Hazards could be a little bit better, yeah. But I mean, like Mamo Carkol here really does like both like stealth rocks.
I don't know how often he brings Carkol and Ariados, but besides that, his only rocker is going to be the Mamo, which isn't a bad rocker. It's just if it's running like a choice set, it's not going to be.
Sila Gudra Vape is good backbone.
I want to see Ariados come once, for sure.
Ariados will come once. I can assure you, it will. It will.
Very much so. This team also is rock weak, honestly.
Yeah, this team doesn't appreciate dark types a lot.
Dark or
they kind of just go through it. The only resist is going to be the Urshifu single.
Gudra gonna have to eat those special hits. Very true. Yeah.
That ship was gonna come maybe. Just watch. But alright. Anything else for this team?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, she's a solid team.
Yeah.
Alright, so number 4, if I'm not wrong, we have...
So me and Minnie will take this one. God
you guys can take it.
Mega Mawile Zapdos immediately, in my opinion, that's terrifying. Although Zapdos is kind of confined to a defog set here no matter what. Because Dragonite as a defogger is kind of iffy in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Did we say everything? Sorry, I wasn't.
Did we mention everything? Yeah, I think we have. Put it closer.
Put it low. Oh, we're on deck.
We're on deck already. Did you miss that?
Alright, so I won't let Dak start this off because this is his team.
I started.
Let's go into this. Oh, you are?
I already started it off.
Bro, I missed. Okay, anyway. The hazard setters, I love it. Hazard support is actually really solid with Nido, Queen, and Greninja, especially for the breaking power this team has. Slowking Mega Mawile is just going to be a super classic, teleport into Mega Mawile. It's not anything new. It's really great. Zapdos, defensively, Zapdos Slowking is so good on this team. And then its speed tiers, Greninja into Victini is really good.
Yeah.
The thing is, there definitely is a speed tier gap there. Tauros not being super common, but I guess Tauros has matchups where it can definitely show up. So the main issue here for me is probably the speed tiers are a little weak, but it's not like a
100 to 80 is a little iffy in my opinion, but it's not the worst thing ever.
I don't think it's really too bad, especially.
I think hazards on this team is amazing.
Another thing, his only real removal is actually Zapdos. I'm not even gonna say that. I've run default Dragonite before, but yeah, Dragonite and Zapdos as your removal is they're great defoggers. I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Maybe you could have like a spinner to help your spikes, but that's just
spinner would be
I'd
so nice for this
it's
team. I think
really not a bad thing. I love this team. Mega Mawile with spike support is actually something that's
Mega
pretty sick.
Mawile is so terrifying. Such a good team.
I forgot to even mention like Slowking Trick Room into Mega Mawile. Like there's like a bunch of stuff you can do with this team.
Time to hit FAs.
People are like gonna. I almost forgot about Victini because you see it picked so late here.
I don't understand. There's like 2 divisions where Victini
Dak,
was late.
Anything you want to say about your own team?
Yeah, Dak.
How the fuck did I get Victini this late? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, how?
I don't understand how you have Victini that late. Serp, what's your question?
Tauros has to be distracted in my opinion. Tauros was solid.
Tauros is really nice.
But sir, what is the question, sir?
Do you guys skip over my Tentacruel because you guys mentioned I don't have it? Wait. There was no Tentacruel whenever I looked at this dog.
Did you not put the Tentacruel in it? Bro.
I'm pretty sure that I never saw a Tentacruel on this team.
Alright. Yeah, there's a Tentacruel, but...
Okay, there's a Tentacruel. Okay,
never mind,
automatic first, no.
There's a Tenta. But like, we said the team dealt with grounded poison with poison spikes. T-spike anyway, fine, so...
Wait till you get to D3 for 15 picks.
D3 Victini pick.
No. Wait a second. To be fair, both of them looked at this team, these, and okayed it. PRs were done with Tenta in mind.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, they were done with Tenta in mind.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on to number 3.
Cats. Alright.
Did I miss anything on this team? I don't think I did.
Alright, so first off, Chomp Torn off the bat is a really good.
PR's
and then Slowbro Mienshao, so he got the Torn Mienshao Slowbro Classic Core with Chomp on top of it. That's already insane offense.
This
off rip.
Then
you grab Serp, which Serp on this team I really like.
I do like it too, yeah.
Because Torn pressures or grass type, so that Serp can just blow through, and Chomp pressures the steals for Serp as well. Then he grabs Arcanine for another teleport pivot, and also a possible offensive fire type, which on this team I really enjoy, and as well as adds the speed tier. Because let's be real, Unfezant is... I know Cat will bring Unfezant once, because Cat is Cat, but the real speed tier here is...
Endless be like, holy ice weakness, Batman.
We'll get into that. But,
Unpheasant
this
is
team's
very
offense-
funny.
This team's offense is just out the ass, literally.
So good. Offensive Arcanine's
Scary.
good. Garchomp. I mean, like, there's so much that things going for good for this team. I will say its special coverage isn't the best. I mean, your highest is Tornadus at 110, but I mean, Hurricane on Tornadus is just as long as it hits.
Just wait and watch Mix, Life Orb, Draco, Garchomp. Trust me.
Yeah, it's
good.
definitely going to be very terrifying to deal with. I think Garchomp plus Tornadus is going to be a hard combo. Did Mini leave?
Did Mini?
Did Mini leave?
I think Mini might
the
have.
call.
I have no idea.
Mini, are you here?
I mean, yeah, this team does have a pretty bad ice weakness. Like, Ice plus Ground just nukes on this team. So, like, just Kira Memo. Like, just Ice types I can see Thanos with this team. Now, about removal is fine. Skuntank Torn, Serp is fine removal, and Pheasant does not
All right,
count.
we have a special guest coming in. It's a Zarude.
What? What the heck? What happened to Serp?
Hello?
No,
Hi,
not Serp,
Zarude.
Mini.
I
Hello?
don't know what happened
Yeah,
to Mini. He
we've
just
all,
left.
we've all shit on this team.
We've
all
all
shit on this team.
good against
Like,
this team.
just strong
Yeah.
ice types shit on this team for sure. Just like strong ice types are gonna be a pain. for
Very
this team.
strong ice types. With, you know,
Wait, hold on.
Hi,
Yeah.
Zarude.
What?
He has a Mian shop. He'll be fine. I mean, that's
I
pretty.
mean, he
that-
can probably
I'm
punish.
so confused. I'm just gonna mute the stream. Hold on.
Oh yeah, this is a
Uh,
smart idea.
I kept
I mean, 84
hearing
to
an echo.
50 speed gap. It's like not
Strong
that
ice
bad,
types too.
because a lot of stuff just invests into fat on that speed tier. But at the same time, there are some breakers around that mark that this team allows them to run like near no speed,
Yeah.
and they can just run adamant for modest, and then that could be painful. But otherwise, I think the speed gap is like
Speed gap's pretty
not
nice.
the worst.
Decent,
Wait, does
amazing.
this team have round
defogger.
2 torn?
It does have round
Yeah,
two.
it had round 2 torn.
Okay.
So yeah, round 2 torn. Very.
Well, I'm
it's-
not surprised with this division, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. And you know, both rockers are pretty nice, honestly. I would have liked to see more hazards though.
I mean, this team is fine.
This team is pretty good though, honestly.
Like, I definitely would have liked more hazards though, because this team looks like it's gonna pivot and force a lot of switches. So if you could punish those
Yeah.
switches more with hazards, it would have been pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it's still like, Registeel, Chomp are still fine rockers. Of course though,
Very
Registeel and Chomp are of the
I mean,
two. Registeel is probably
99%
gonna
of
run
games
more.
that Registeel comes, it's running wrong.
Yeah, 99. Like yeah, most games that Registeel will run rocks.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
we move on to number two.
Number 2.
Number two,
Oh, yo, I'm
Beige.
back. Revoke
Oh,
Michael,
you
revoke
you
Michael.
finally.
well,
Where'd you go,
okay.
Minnie?
I don't know. I am my car.
No, the
Flat
stream did
tire,
not
I don't know
end.
What's going on? But
I don't think.
I replaced you for
We've-
like 2 seconds
Yeah,
and barely
we
said
don't.
anything.
Zaru, you can leave the
Oh,
chat.
okay, bye.
oh, what the heck, Jake? Wait. Nah, you have it reversed. You have it
Wait, did the
reversed.
stream die?
Is it?
Did the stream
I
die?
saw a little bit of lag going on. Oh wait, I'm seeing a lot of lag actually.
Imagine getting out
Alright, we're
and
back.
being subbed, like, oh my god.
Alright.
It's been lagging for a while. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
so
we're back.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll start it off since I wasn't here. Beige's team.
Page.
Lando, I, Jirachi. Oh, not enough. Rutam Wash. Round 3 too. Okay.
Round 3.
Mega Venusaur and Fernape. I mean,
That's
they're amazing.
terrifying.
Roivern actually super sick on this team.
I really like
yeah,
this
Left
fire water
with
grass
Lando
core.
I, that's great too. Chinchino, I don't know about Chinchino.
I'm not so sure about Chinchino, but I mean, like, it's not awful.
I mean, it's not bad. Chinchino can work. On this team.
Chinchino
I think-
plus Kecleon's a little weird, but
No, because the thing is, Kecleon a lot of the time doesn't even
fire
count
water
that
grass
much.
core. What year is it? It's not a bad core, Kron. I question
Or the
why they
Kron's, that
grabbed
wasn't that
Dusk
much.
Noir. Y'all have anything else to say about
This
it?
does look like an ORS team.
It does very much look like an ORS team. Yeah, the low beer are kinda sus, but I feel like the high tier picks make up enough for it. Like the first
Losers are
1,
fine,
2, 3, 4, 5,
think,
6,
yeah.
7 picks are all amazing.
I think the losers are
Pokemon.
fine, honestly. Grimmsnarl as a dark type is not even the worst.
Alright, have a
It's
good
fine.
dinner, Endless.
Alright.
Alright, and then we move on to number 1!
Do we even need to talk about this?
Sceptile!
Do we need to talk about this one?
Do we need to talk
Do we even have to?
at all?
I think Jake
Like,
wants
look
to
at
talk
it.
about this team more than us. I don't think
Jake-
we really
Yes.
need to explain
Oh.
this one.
Jake, Jake in the chat. Jake, explain it to us.
Oh,
Jake.
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 Oh man, the screen's lagging again. Come on.
How the
Yeah,
fuck did
yeah,
Sep
it is
get
lagging.
this?
It is lagging.
It's lagging.
Oh.
It is lagging.
That is a perfect
Alright.
explanation. So,
If Jake is not gonna-
Mega Diancie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, all you gotta do is not sell the draft, and he definitely didn't. Alright, Ferrothorn, amazing round 3 mod too, actually. The spike support for these mods is gonna be great. His only defogger is Rotom Heat, which really doesn't matter, considering you have in the
Because he
back a
has-
spinning Kamala and the Mega Diancie magic mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream keeps
Milotic.
dying, I don't know why.
Again, a situation with Milotic where it's really great on defense, but it's not like the only mon that can play its role, so it's not forced to be running like a max defense situation or anything. Buzzwell is actually super underrated, I feel like. And
Oh, did my
it
stream
helped
just straight
a
up
lot.
stop earlier?
it? It's
Yeah.
lag.
It just straight up stopped because it sent
Kamala
the...
never comes. No, Kamala
Kamala
is legendary.
is
We play mon. Stop.
Trust me.
Kamala is
It will
dumb.
come.
No status.
And-
Rocker. Spinner. Come on. I
This
lied.
man copied a team I
lied.
had once.
I just lied.
Kamala
Wait,
rose raid for.
Yeah, it's
Why would Kamala get rocks?
Bro, I
Dude.
swear it got rocks.
It doesn't
About
get
that
It doesn't
rock.
get
It's a
rocks.
rock.
Alright.
Whatever.
But anyway, this team is stupid. Like the first two, like after the first two, this team was basically number 1. It could only go like slightly lower, but those first two hard carried here. Like Dragapult is a mon that likes to aid or be able to help another top mon, and Dia just is one of the best. So it's like
Shut up, Lance.
really dumb.
Yeah.
Like what else can be said? This is just dumb. Like
This
who
team's
let this
so
happen?
Good.
Just who
D4
let this
it
happen? D4 let it happen. You're right.
Yeah.
My division.
D4
We're
let it-
stupid.
your division.
But alright.
Alright,